I too am a member of the Edmonton Pipelines Project, along with Heather and a couple of our colleagues who aren't able to be here today. So that's the context of the project that I want to talk about. But I do also want to echo what Margaret started us off with, because I think it's really important that I'm also really interested in forms of digital expression as a whole new way of doing scholarship. And I think that's an important component to what we're doing digitally. I'm just going to talk about one of the projects that I work on. The project's called Visualizing Homelessness. It's a partnership with an organization in the city called Homeward Trust. It's a really interesting organization, actually, because it's all of the research and outreach and from 3 levels of government are all consolidated in this one organization. They do a biannual homeless count. They've been doing it now since 1999. We have 10 of them. It's the biggest data set of its kind in the country, actually. And what we're doing is visualizing that data, me and my team. So some of you are here today. Lucky I'm in the Humanities Computing program. We have the best students in the world to do this kind of work with, and they're doing it right now. Basically what we've done so far, we've done 4 visualizations of the data, roughly divided into 2 categories, demographic on the one hand and locative on the other. So the demographic visualizations we've done, one of them is a graph database, which Zach over here is mostly responsible for. It allows people to actually work with the data on an X and Y axis. You can combine and remix the data in the database. So you could say, how many women fall into this age category, how many men have children, etc. So all of the different data points, you can actually work with it interactively. The second thing we've done demographically is produce an infographic. The infographic is super, super useful for telling very simple stories about very important pieces of the data. And it's something that the organization can actually use when they're dealing with government agencies and policymakers, folks like that. The second category is the locative stuff. Grady's working on some heat maps for me right now, which is great. So we're actually heat mapping the data onto the city so that we can start to layer on other geodata around things like services and to figure out, are things where they need to be. And then the third one is, it's not unlike actually the Orlando bubble chart. It's placing all of the people in the survey in relation to geographic nodes of where they were surveyed and where they might be. So it allows for a very, very granular way to access all of the individual people in the survey.